Hello and welcome to KGS. Today we got 6K versus 5K rematch with Bonscott. Looks like he got black again. God, you are so lucky. Gotta tell you that. We did Nagiri for this, right? I don't even remember. Anyways, like the half game that we played before this, he was black. This one he's black. Apologize in advance. But just got out of the teaching game with Noel and I have not eaten yet. So I'm gonna be eating my chicken pot pie. You know what? You know what? Ha! Haha! I played the first 3-3 this time, so I'm a little loopy as far as that goes. A little bit lack of food. Running on pure caffeine at this point. Oh wow! Change of pace! No 3-3 this time. I'm gonna be a little bit aggressive. You're pinching me. See, that's interesting. I think I'm just gonna... Alright, so we're just doing Joseki here, it looks like. This stone is going to have quite a bit of Aji because it's a little bit further away. So I have some bit, okay, he's going to take care of it right away. Cool. So now he's got all this influence kind of facing this way. If I do something like this, or even if I do like a 5 space here, I can threaten to pull this out actually. And do something like that and even try to break through, kind of. I don't know. I don't usually play 3-3. This was just a spiteful move. I probably shouldn't have played it. This encourages him to come in here and do something like this, in which case I'd have to... I also have the option to throw in and approach up here. I don't really want to deal with this yet, so let's... I do want to break this up, get rid of this influence here. He's also threatening to build something over here, so if I do something like that, that would also help with the high balance of this. Approach here, back off high. He then has Sente to approach this. Alright, let's do that. Attaching on top. Interesting. Now, normally the Joseki is something like this, but it seems low. The cut is kind of a problem, and he may probably come back to. So I'm wondering if I shouldn't go high. I'm going to do the standard one, I think. Now, is he going to... He is going to. So that is a pretty good Joseki choice with him already having the extension. So I'm going to 5 space extension checking here. If he throws in, I jump. We get into some sort of running fight. I kind of want to do this. Take a big extension here. I'm going to do that. It's a little bit weird spacing from this. Alright, so we're going to do this Joseki. Approach up here, and then I get this sort of, or I can do this, that sort of extension, and then I think this one's slightly better because then I undercut all of this as well, right? Because I do this, and then I can even jump, and then it undercuts this whole thing, and then he's getting some center influence, but then there isn't a whole lot of points in here for him versus this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this one. Center Joseki move is here, and then if he turns, I mean, it's essentially a reduction Joseki at that point, which is what he's going to do. So he's looking to solidify all that. If I play here, this reinforces that. This is kind of a weird spot for him. I gotta think about that for a second. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got. There's still the potential of this invasion, but this will probably just do something like that. Would I be happy with that? Would I be okay with that? Like, these are all kind of cramping on its own stuff. Like, I've got the top and bottom, he's got the left and right. What about doing this? He can get a 1 space extension, forcing me to jump out, and then I run. I don't really want to do that yet. I could invade here. Let's see if I invade here, do I throw in and this, does he attach on top? Hane, extend. And he's getting all this 4th line stuff. I don't really want to do that. I almost feel like I have to do this. Because after that, then when I kick this, he can just cover. And then I'm going to have some trouble living, it looks like. However, letting him get that, I think it'd be worse. Let's do that. Alright, so he is reducing me. Now, typically, for this cap, I can choose a direction. And I kind of want to go this direction. If I go this direction, then he has this invasion to go with, and then he can do some stuff with that. So I'm going to block right here. Keeping me low, I can push up and cut. Or I can even throw in and cut directly. There's this Atari. The ladder goes straight here, and then I can invade in here, because then it's a ladder breaker. He'll just probably cover it though. Even just do this and that, and then I can even Atari, but then he's getting like this whole thing, and then I need to come in here. Then he can get all of this, so I don't really want to let him do that. This is threatening to split me, which I don't really care really. If anything, I want to do this and then expose the cut, so I'm going to do that. So this threatens to invade and isolate this. This is also exposing this cut. I think this is an overplay. Because now I can push through and cut, or even just do this. If I do this, he does that. If I push through, what else can he do? If he extends here, I can cut Atari, which is a poke at this, and then he can poke through. Kind of. No, wait. Poke, poke, cut. Atari up, which is a poke through. He can do this if I do that. That's, what about just attaching here? the move for him to be do that, and then this. If he comes through, I can cut. If he extends, then I can turn. There's this poke. If I back off, block, cut, which is Atari. I'd have to fix. While we're running, then I can do some sort of invasion over here to do that, right? Do I poke at this? No, I have to do this and then something like that. Let's try this. My guess is he pulls back here. He doesn't actually cut. If he does this, then I'll pull back. Where do I go here? My brain's not working. I'm playing too late again. Oh, he's gonna cut. Is he Atari up? I suppose because he Atariing up doesn't do anything and he can poke at this. And if I connect solidly, then he is on the run though. So let's see what he does. Yep, that's what he's gonna do. And he's going to use it to get out, it looks like. But now I can, going through here, of course, can work now because he's got 2 stones here and this. So if he wedges in here, he can cut through. And I can't do anything about it. Kind of, anyway. I don't know. We'll see. If he he's thinking about extending this one to save this and run over here. And then I'm gonna, turn? I think safest thing for him to do would just be extend one more time. Although, if he does extend this, I could just play a move like this. And then he's gonna have a hard time living with it. And while I can't net it immediately, playing a move like this. Ah, you are gonna try to save them, huh? Well, I can't let you do that now, can I? Or should I? What about just a really loose net like this? Or even like this? Because with this, then I could play something like this. And that would, well, that'd be an elephant's eye with this. Or just shoulder hitting. You go up and like this, and then you'd cut. I would, descend. You could cut up, and then I connect. So I think this is too close. What about, like, something like this? This would push you to go that way. Zug 47. What? What? Zug 47, huh? Okay. If I play this, he of course can just extend. I could diagonal here, make him do that, and then even just cap this. The problem is going to be this whole wedging thing, and then this is going to get cut off. So I could play... What was I just looking at? Something like this. I want to get this move so I can get this move. This move is much more secure than this move because of the elephant's eye. So I want to get this move. Should I attach here to force this to get a diagonal? He'll turn. I'll do this, and then it's an elephant's eye. If I want to attach, I'm going to attach. This forces that. He probably wouldn't respond, it's too small. Table shape keeps it under attack, so he'll probably extend one more time or even jump. And then I'm going to come back and do this. Table shape is kind of important, otherwise he can crimp the... I'm expecting him... Well, let's see. If he doesn't respond, what does he do? Does he pop up here? Extend? I think I need to do this. I had a feeling to do that. Because now I can get this. And now this wedge is really going to become an issue. Let's see, if I do this and that, can he cut here? Because then, oh man. Should I do this first? This wedge is really a problem. I'm going to try something. So if I capture this, he's got a very, this is now then out. However, I can get a decent attack on this next, potentially. If I just capture this right now. By capturing this, he's going to also have to come back and do this. Or this. He'll probably do this, which means I can do that, take liberty off, and then he'll do this. So if I capture this now, he's going to be able to capture this because he can do this. If I do this now, and he does this, and then I capture that, then it just dies. So if I cut here, he needs to capture, and then I can get a sort of cold thing going on. Let's see, this is not quite Atari, but it'll force me to connect. That goes to this, to that. And that is essentially, I'm down to what, 1 liberty then, and I'm dead. So I'm looking at this, this. So he now has 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties here. And after I do that, he'll probably connect. Let's see if I did this. He'll capture. I'll do this. He'll connect. What was I looking at? If he does that, then I capture. Do we want to fight a co? He might fight a co. How many co threats we got? There's like this whole thing, but compared to this, I'm gonna do this. I've got this as a co threat, although it takes her liberty off of that, so maybe it's not a good co threat. It's inside your house, Krista. That was weird.
What?
What did you just die to?
Me.
Well. Alright, so now I have a question. If he wedges here, what happens? If I Atari this, would he connect? Or would he cut? If he cuts, I can capture. Probably won't cut. He'll probably set up a ko here, and then I'd have to play this, and then he could cut, and then it's a ko for the life of this. What if I extend? I almost think I need to capture. Because now if this gets in danger, I can come back and Atari this, and now this is fairly live on the outside. I was actually pretty surprised that he connected there. I thought he'd capture and get into this race, but this being here is pretty important for this wedge. Alright, collapsing my shape. I do need to do this. Is that the right move? Because my goal is to get this out and then come back and kill this. I can get this, which allow me to capture that, but then he can come back and kill this. If I do this Atari, there's this connection, there's also this Atari, and then I can come back and connect. If you cut Atari this way, I wonder, did you see that the whole time? Remember, I only gotta get 4 liberties. Atari this, connect here. If he Ataris this, I can Atari up, right? Then I have 4 liberties. That's the goal, anyway. And then I play here. He, of course, can Atari that. I can Atari up. He'll either do that, and then I connect, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties. He can turn. I can... If I play here, this is just dead, so I need to connect here. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we're going to try it. Obvious thing for him to do is just cut here. However, I can do this. No, because then he comes back and Ataris. So I need to Atari and Atari. No, I need to Atari this. Because while I'm running out, I'm also squeezing this a little bit. Now he could cut here, let me capture, and then squeeze me. But then he's in a worse spot because I can just come back and Atari this, and it just runs immediately into that. So needs to either capture or extend. Probably extend is the better route here, I think. Okay, so I need to connect here, which means that he can then turn here. I need to make this dumb shape. What happens if I extend this? Atari. Make that dumb shape looking move. Actually, I wonder if jumping here would have been better. He'd poke and make a bamboo joint. Again, I'm just trying to get like 5 liberties so I can come back and start killing this thing. Starting with this move, looks like. Or get enough liberties to be able to attack this. Like this is Sentai. He will respond to it if I do that. It removes liberty for me, but it also removes 2 from him. And then, let's see, if he does this, can I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because the danger for him now is me getting this move. So then I can do that and Atari and I'm fine, right? He's got to come back and save this stuff. All this fight over these few stones, huh? This Hane is going to be killer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties. Alright, so he's wedging me now, but he doesn't have the move to really... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What about this? What happens? Then he plays something like this, or even capping it. Well, by extending here, I can come back and do this. Question is, do I have enough now? And how do I start the attack? Something like this, or this. This, if he Hanes, do I do this move? Because then he cuts, Atari, capture, squeeze, and then connect here. Is it this move, that move, cut, Atari, fix, capture, squeeze, and then fix. He's got these are black stones. And then what? What does he do? Does he do this move? That move makes an eye. These 3 are black stones. This is all white. Again, what does he do? What does he do? Does he do this move? That move? What about, well, that's what I start with this move. If I do this move, I think I have enough to start this. Okay, so I decided to choose going this way because I wanted to split him. If I turn here, he doesn't want to do this because then I can just cut and capture, so he'll pull back and then I can get this Atari in. See, if I turn here and he does this and then I do this, can he cut? I can get some sort of stuff going on. I kind of want to turn here just to make sure that all this is good. So he's given up on this stuff because this has way too many liberties. But now that this is secure, once I get a chance, I'm actually going to come back and even potentially cut here. Or, you know, get this nice move here at least to poke at this. Force him to do that and then even maybe pull back. Because then if I get this move next, actually wait a minute, I might do that directly. Go here, poke that, and do this. Because he gave me these 2 now. So this is going to be very dangerous for him, I think. This is just a poke at that cut. And if he saves it, then I'm going to do this. He's letting me cut it. Well, because he wants to throw in here, I guess. I don't know what he's doing. Well, what if I just play here instead? He can poke through. No, I committed to the cut. I'm gonna cut. this. I'm kind of getting greedy now. I shouldn't be doing that. This is threatening to pull that out, because then I can do some running with that. I might also be able to potentially do some of this, but I kind of want to reinforce up here first. Because basically now that this is dead, I've got like this whole lower side. And so I'm kind of wanting to try and get in here. With this, he'll probably just descend and I can go with it. And these are on its own. If he hanes, I can cut and cut. Just cutting working? Hold on, it's too high. It's too high. Hane, cut, extend. Go here, turn, go here, connect. I have these two, then can I do this one? Hane, pull back, has to pull back. Clamp. Mine is kind of getting, If I do this, then I can do a squeeze here and get all the way around. That's nice. And this also helps with that, right? Pull this out. This seems really slow. But this actually sets up this squeeze here. And then I have, these 3 stones here. I'm gonna do this. But I've got to be wary about this and any sort of danger with that. Let's see, if he tries wedging in here, I can Atari. If he pulls back, I can connect. I can still do this. Wait, this, that, and then I can get like this sort of thing going and even connect here, and then I've got some base up here. So do I want to do that, or can I just do this? This sets up this. I just got to make sure that this group doesn't get too cut off. But then I'd get, this, then I have some potential of getting all these points. I'm going to do that. I am going to push through here. And he just captures. Oh, that kind of sucks. Oh well, I'll squeeze him. And clamp on this thing. Let's see if I do this and cut, then I can Atari this way. And then when I connect, he needs to connect as well. Cut, extend. If I descend with him, I get Atari'd and dead, so that's not good. What am I pushing up on this? He hanes, I hane back. He probably hanes back again, I extend here. Yeah, let's do this. He caps me. I'll go on this side. This also reinforces the cut. And then I'll, jump here? So he's looking to get all those. Push through cut obviously doesn't work there. I can do something like this to get more points on the top side. So let's do that. That is threatening to push through or something, right? So if I just do this, am I okay with that? So then I can do this. You can poke and poke, but... Alright, so there's that. I'm gonna do this, I think. Just to... There's some potential to kill this stuff. Poking at this... So, where's the biggest move on the board? This is kind of like a pass, but it reinforces a lot of stuff. Let's see, with this, it just solidifies him. There isn't any points here, though, so there's no point to do that. Hane here looks pretty big, I guess, versus descending. Harassing this would be good, too. Go here. This move, that move. I kind of want to just take a liberty off of this thing to make sure it dies. I'm going to do that. I know it's a passing move, but I'm so freaking paranoid right now. I feel like I'm ahead, but whenever I feel like I'm ahead, I usually end up giving it back. So having essentially all these points is actually pretty significant. So I'm gonna poke here, solidifies his stuff, and then I'm gonna do this one. I can actually cut and do this. This is Sente against that. Probably make a bamboo joint. Alright, so now we're just reducing points. He's got this stuff on 4th line here, and he's got this stuff on like mostly 4th line and stuff here. I probably should have haned up here actually, now that I think about it. Because again, there isn't any points here. What I'm doing with this, what I'm trying to do with this, is set up this cutting problem right here for him. I'm not really trying to connect with that. It's not really a problem. So let's do this for points. I have the clamp. Let's see, if I poke here, I think that sets up the whole clamp sequence. So if I'm poking through, okay. Just free Sente moves, that's all it is. I want to clamp, and he's probably going to descend. He was not going to let me get it. If I cut, he will Atari, forcing me to do that. Is he planning to cut? If he had... So he's just taking all these Sente points. I'm trying to read up here, though. He'll descend, I'll do this. He can Atari and capture the stone, or even Atari one more time, and then come back and capture. But then I have this Atari, and if I have that stone, then I can do this Atari, which will die right there. So if I can get this poke, I think that clamp sequence actually works. So I'm going to poke here next, even though it looks really weird or dumb. He will probably respond to this. And then I'm going to poke here. And then I'm going to clamp. If he descends, I can cut. He can give it up. But if he Ataris, and then Ataris again, then he's just screwed. So he needs to Atari this way. Then he needs to fix, but that means I can then turn. So be afraid. Be very afraid. Alright, go underneath. So it's just a reduction. Cutting here, does this help? What can he do? Probably just make a bamboo joint, but then I can Atari dead. P Ataris, I can descend. Atari, I need to poke through first and then do that. Or get a move like this first. So now there's this Atari, but that's not a problem. So I can, what should I do? Poke through here? Saving this saves a few. This is a Sente play on his part. There's this move, which is Sente. It's actually pretty big Sente. What if I do this? Descend. Can I do this to force that? Play this move. There's some interesting thing around here. I'm gonna play this move because it's gonna threaten kill this stuff. So let's do this. This is threatening to Atari and do some other shenanigans like extending here to threaten this Atari, so we'll save that. And then with that, I can then poke through here and potentially kill all this stuff. So there's a lot to do with this one for sure. And now with this stone, I can do something like this. You of course can just cut Atari, but then I can Atari back and disconnect this, and then I'm undercutting this stuff. So I can actually wedge my way in here and destroy some of these points yet, which will be good. I can still poke through here. Well, I can't poke through here directly. It's gonna get cut off. And since this is now down to 2 liberties, I can do some stuff because this one see, that's interesting. Let's see if I Atari this and he saves it, and I'm really trying to get in here. Atari, do that. Atari, do that. Poke, and then does that whole Atari thing work? I think it does. So I'm kind of doing retrospective reading. I want to get this Atari to that Atari to this Atari dead. This allows me to get this Atari. Because if he saves this stone, that means I can Atari these two. And that's what he's looking at now. So he's giving them up. Cool. And now he can actually come and Atari this stone, but I'll give it up. I don't really care about it. Because if I don't, and he comes, well, then this cutting stuff might work. So there is still some potential in here. If I connect here, this is actually Sente against this. He'll cut. I can do this one for free. Throw in and then do that. No, it's not throw in, because if I do that, I do that. So I'm gonna take this point just because it's free right now. It's worth a few. We are to that part of endgame really. This is Sente against this stuff, like I said before. Because otherwise I can cut and capture all this. So he needs to connect here. Yep, cool. So far you're on board with me. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, let's do this one now. So now this whole poking move is not looking so good because this is kind of wrapped around and all connected. Yep, I can now do this, and you can block it, and it's still Sente, because then I can cut, so I'll go one more time. And you need to fix, or capture, that works too. This is a reverse Sente play. What else do we have? There's this move, which ends in Gote for him. So this is a Gote play for him. Poking here doesn't cost me any liberties. This is a Sente play to capture these 2 stones, so he'll play Bamboo Joint. I will do that. It's kind of a weird shape, but it is the boundary because these are dead. Although, you know what? Although he can't really poke in there without being at Gote. So I guess, but, well, if he pokes in there, it's worth 1 point in Gote versus now this is a point in Sente. So now if I play this Atari, and well, that's Gote. So let's play this. He can now cut here, and then I'm gonna play this one. This is a Sente play for him, so it's reverse Sente for me. And now it's your Sente, sir. I still have some poking and stuff in here I can do. Probably the biggest move, well, this is a Gote play. I think him playing a move like this would prevent me from getting anything in here. I can still get some poking and stuff, but this is pretty much all his points now, with the exception of this border. I really can't poke up through here too much. So he does that, and then I can do something like this. If he goes here, and I can't back off here, so this is actually another Sente play. I still want to get this move. I think this is my biggest move right now. Playing here is not good because I can't play this move. He'll throw in and squeeze. Yep, I'll play that. So the best I can do is play here first, and then I can play that move. So it's 2 moves in Gote to get that point. If I play here, then he can actually throw in and kill all that, so that's not good. Poking up, can I do that? Let's see, this goes to that, and then you can pull back. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties left. I can always come back and do that. So let's do this. That. This doesn't actually get me any points. What about wedging? Can I wedge here? I can poke here, and you can wedge here, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties, so I can do both of these. I can poke here, and I can poke here. Just, you know, pinging at the points. And then I can play this one to get a couple points. He can't Atari this without connecting here first, but that nullifies this point, so good move, good move. This gets him a point. That was worth a point, correct. This is worth a point for me, because then whatever one he plays, I can play the other one to get that. So that is worth a point. This is also worth a point. I don't think that cut's gonna be a problem. And then I have this poke. This one is not really a point though yet. It's a setup to remove a point. Yep, that's a point. So, and if he ever takes like, well, if he takes the, I'm gonna have to play this one eventually, I think, because if he plays that one, well, it's actually between these two groups is gonna be Seki. So these two don't really do anything because he doesn't have an eye here, so that's okay with me. I am gonna play this move. This move is just threatening to poke in a little bit, so it's simple for him to just connect. Yeah. So that's just that, and then I don't even have to connect here. Because if he does ever cut, I can just Atari, dead. Connect. I'll have to do that eventually. So it's looking like he got all of this, I got all of this, he got this, and I got the whole upside. So I think I win. Plus it's an even game, I do get Comey. If he connects here, then we're just done. Like I said, if he feels filling in these two doesn't force me to play anything on the inside, because in order to put this in Atari, he would put himself in Atari. Just the way that, that's how this is set up. Because picture if you have two here, he then needs to fill in this one, and this one, and then he would only have one Liberty left, so he can never put this group in Atari. So filling in these two don't do anything. Are you trying to trick me? If I just capture here, what do you do? I don't see it. This is an Atari right now. You got me all nervous. Why you got me so nervous, bro? I think he's trying to figure out if he can make this cut work. If he ever cuts, well, if he cuts here, this just goes like that. And then if he cuts here, then that's just Atari. So now, again, he's looking to get this cut. Atari. I don't know what he's doing. Because if he cuts, it's Atari. I still have 2 liberties. Atari, you're down to 1. Atari, dead. Yeah, and he's looking to make this cut work, but I just Atari and Atari again. And then when he connects, it's already Atari. If he like connects here, then I play here. If he... Alright, there we go. Looks like we're done. Cool. Now it's just me, I am. Oh, that's right. He likes to play Dame, doesn't he? Fine. We'll play some Dame. Just gotta make sure that my math or my reasoning was right. If he connects here... Doesn't matter, it's the same thing. You can't Atari this. Or wait. If he plays this one first, and then he plays that one, then that is Atari. So I guess I do have to play this one. Fine. Alright. Oh wait, no I didn't. You tricked me. You tricked me. I forgot. This is already an Atari. I don't need to play that at all. Fine. Fine, I gave you a point. God damn it. Alright. You tricked me. So 170, whatever that is, 80, 88, so what is that, 20, 30, 20, 19 and a half, cool. So thanks for the game, Bonscott. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, please like it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or feedback, please leave them below. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.